1. Faucet, a device used to control the flow of water from a pipe. 2. Pipe, a tube used to transport water or other fluids. 3. Drain, a pipe or channel that carries wastewater away. 4. Trap, a curved section of pipe that prevents sewer gases from entering a building. 5. Valve, a device that controls the flow of water or other fluids through a pipe. 6. Toilet, a fixture used for the disposal of human waste. 7. Sink, a basin used for washing hands, dishes, or other objects. 8. Shower head, the nozzle at the end of a shower pipe that disperses water. 9. Septic tank, an underground tank used to collect and decompose sewage. 10. Water heater, a device that heats water for domestic use. 11. Plunger, a tool used to clear clogged drains or toilets. 12. Pressure regulator, a device that controls the water pressure in a plumbing system. 13. Backflow preventer, a valve that prevents the reverse flow of water in a plumbing system. 14. Sump pump, a pump used to remove water from basements or crawl spaces. 15. Overflow pipe, a pipe that carries excess water from a tank or fixture to prevent overflow. 16. Water meter, a device that measures the amount of water used. 17. P-trap, a type of trap shaped like the letter P that traps water to prevent sewer gases from entering. 18. Water supply line, the pipe that carries water into a building. 19. Sewer line, the pipe that carries wastewater away from a building. 20. Shut-off valve, a valve that stops the flow of water in a plumbing system. 21. Bidet, a fixture used for personal hygiene after using the toilet. 22. Float valve, a valve that controls the water level in a tank or cistern. 23. Pipe wrench, a wrench used for tightening or loosening pipes. 24. Hose bib, an outdoor faucet used for connecting hoses. 25. Ball valve, a valve with a spherical disc that controls the flow of water. 26. Thread seal tape, a thin, white tape used to seal pipe threads. 27. Copper pipe, a type of pipe made of copper, commonly used in plumbing. 28. Galvanized pipe, a pipe coated with a layer of zinc to prevent corrosion. 29. PVC pipe, a type of plastic pipe made of polyvinyl chloride. 30. Drain snake, a flexible tool used to clear clogged drains. 31. Pipe insulation, material used to wrap pipes to prevent heat loss or freezing. 32. Check valve, a valve that allows water to flow in only one direction. 33. Expansion tank, a tank that accommodates the expansion of water in a closed plumbing system. 34. Teflon tape, a type of tape used to seal pipe threads. 35. Vent stack, a vertical pipe that allows air to enter the plumbing system to prevent suction and pressure issues. 36. Water pressure gauge, a device used to measure the pressure of water in a plumbing system. 37. Ejector pump, a pump used to remove sewage from a below-grade plumbing system. 38. Elbow joint, a fitting that allows pipes to change direction at a 90-degree angle. 39. Escutcheon, a decorative plate that covers the hole around a pipe or valve. 40. Union, a type of pipe fitting that allows for easy disconnection of pipes. 41. These terms should provide you with a good foundation of plumbing vocabulary. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe Teacher Amin's YouTube channel for more videos. See you soon with another video. Apron. Sarah tied the colorful apron around her waist before starting to cook. With the apron's sturdy fabric protecting her dress, she felt confident to delve into the culinary adventure of preparing a hearty meal for her friends. Baking sheet. The stainless steel baking sheet gleamed under the kitchen lights as she lined it with parchment paper. Carefully arranging the chocolate chip cookie dough on the sheet, she could already imagine the delicious aroma that would fill the kitchen once they were baked to perfection. Blender. She plugged in the powerful blender and loaded it with fresh fruits, ice cubes, yogurt, and a touch of honey. With a quick push of the button, the blender's blades whirred to life, transforming the ingredients into a velvety smoothie that would be the ideal refresher on a hot summer afternoon. Boil. As the pot of water reached a rolling boil, she added a pinch of salt before gently lowering the pasta into the bubbling liquid. The kitchen filled with the comforting scent of cooked pasta, promising a delightful Italian meal ahead. Bottle opener. John reached into the drawer and pulled out a vintage bottle opener with a wooden handle. The cap popped off with a satisfying sound, and the fizzy aroma of the freshly opened beer wafted through the room, signaling the start of a fun-filled evening with friends. Bread knife. With a steady hand, she wielded the serrated bread knife, slicing through the warm loaf of sourdough bread. The crusty exterior gave way to a soft, chewy interior, releasing an irresistible aroma that made everyone eager for a slice. Broil. The chicken breasts were seasoned to perfection, and she placed them on the top rack of the oven to broil. The direct heat from the oven's broiler would create a caramelized crust on the chicken, enhancing its flavor and juiciness. Butter dish. The elegant glass butter dish adorned the dining table, filled with creamy, salted butter. Its presence made it convenient for guests to spread the rich, velvety butter on slices of freshly baked bread. Canning. With careful precision, the family filled the sterilized jars with homemade tomato sauce, ensuring there were no air bubbles. Once sealed, the jars were placed in a water bath to complete the canning process, ensuring that the flavorful sauce could be enjoyed long after the tomato season had passed. Carving knife. The long, sharp blade of the carving knife effortlessly glided through the succulent turkey, yielding perfectly sliced portions for everyone at the Thanksgiving table. The guests marveled at the presentation and eagerly helped themselves to the delicious holiday meal. Casserole dish. The large, ceramic casserole dish was filled with layers of tender lasagna noodles, meaty sauce, and creamy bechamel. As it baked in the oven, the enticing aroma of melted cheese and herbs filled the air, tantalizing everyone's taste buds. Chopping board. Cutting board. With the wooden chopping board firmly in place, she skillfully diced a colorful array of vegetables, creating a vibrant medley that would add depth and flavor to the stir-fry she was preparing for dinner. Citrus juicer. As she placed a halved lemon on the citrus juicer, she pressed down, extracting every last drop of tangy juice. The zesty aroma enveloped the kitchen, promising a refreshing and revitalizing glass of lemonade. Colander. Once the steaming vegetables were cooked to perfection, she tipped the pot and let the water drain into the colander in the sink. The vibrant colors of the vegetables stood out against the stainless steel, ready to be served as a side dish. Convection oven. The state-of-the-art convection oven circulated hot air evenly around the baking tray, ensuring that the cookies would be perfectly golden and evenly baked, leaving no room for any undercooked surprises. Cookie cutter. The heart-shaped cookie cutter pressed into the soft cookie dough, leaving behind delightful heart-shaped cutouts. With each batch, the cookies emerged from the oven looking like a labor of love, perfect for sharing on special occasions. Cooling rack. She carefully transferred the hot cookies from the baking sheet to the cooling rack, allowing the sweet treats to cool and firm up. The rows of cookies beckoned, and she couldn't resist trying one, relishing the delightful combination of warm and gooey with a slight crispness. Corer. With the corer in hand, she deftly removed the cores from the juicy apples, leaving behind perfect rounds of fruit ready to be transformed into a delicious apple pie. Crock-pot. Slow cooker. Early in the morning, she loaded the crock-pot with tender chunks of beef, fresh vegetables, and a rich broth. The crock-pot would simmer the ingredients slowly throughout the day, resulting in a flavorful and hearty stew that would be a warm and comforting dinner after a long day's work. Cutting board oil. She poured a small amount of cutting board oil on the wooden surface and gently massaged it into the wood, watching as it absorbed and revitalized the once dull surface of the cutting board, bringing it back to life. Digital kitchen scale. She placed the measuring bowl on the digital kitchen scale and carefully added flour until it displayed the exact weight required for her baking recipe. With the precise measurements, she knew the cake would turn out just right. Dough scraper. After letting the dough rise, she used the scraper to gently release it from the sides of the bowl, ensuring that no precious bits of dough were left behind. The flexible scraper made it easy to fold and shape the dough for perfect loaves of bread. Dutch oven. With the heavy-duty Dutch oven placed over the stove, she seared the marinated chicken, allowing it to lock in its natural juices before transferring it to the oven for slow braising. The Dutch oven's cast iron construction evenly distributed heat, resulting in tender and flavorful meat. Electric kettle. The electric kettle rapidly boiled water, and she carefully poured it over the aromatic tea leaves in the teapot. As the tea steeped, the kitchen filled with the comforting scent, preparing them for a cozy tea time. Emulsify. By adding a few drops of lemon juice to the olive oil while whisking vigorously, she managed to emulsify the dressing, creating a smooth and well-balanced vinaigrette that clung perfectly to the salad greens. Fillet. With the chef's knife in hand, she delicately filleted the salmon, skillfully removing the bones and ensuring a boneless and elegant presentation for the dish she was preparing. Flour sifter. She placed the flour sifter atop the mixing bowl and poured the flour through its mesh, breaking up any clumps and aerating the flour for a lighter and fluffier batter. Food processor. The food processor's sharp blades chopped the nuts and dates into a fine paste, which she used as a base for her energy bars. With the food processor's efficiency, the task was completed in a fraction of the time it would have taken by hand. Frying pan. Skillet. The sizzling sound of the eggs hitting the hot frying pan filled the kitchen as she expertly flipped them with a flick of her wrist. The non-stick coating of the frying pan made cooking and cleaning up a breeze. Garlic press. The garlic press crushed the garlic cloves with ease, releasing their pungent aroma. She then mixed the freshly pressed garlic into the sauce, infusing it with a bold and rich flavor. Grater. She used the fine side of the grater to zest the lemon, creating a fragrant, citrusy addition to her lemon poppy seed muffins. The grater's sharp edges ensured she extracted only the flavorful zest without the bitter pith. Griddle. The griddle's even surface was perfect for cooking fluffy pancakes that turned golden brown. The griddle's generous size allowed her to cook multiple pancakes at once, ensuring everyone got their fair share of the delicious breakfast treat. Grill. As the vegetables sizzled on the hot grill, they developed a smoky flavor that enhanced their natural sweetness. The grill marks lent a visually appealing touch to the colorful assortment of veggies. Herb scissors. The herb scissors made quick work of the fresh basil, cilantro, and parsley, finely chopping the herbs for the garnish that would add a burst of color and freshness to the pasta dish. Ice cream scoop. She expertly scooped perfect orbs of creamy vanilla ice cream, placing them gently on top of warm apple pie. The combination of warm and cold, soft and crunchy made for a delightful dessert. Immersion blender. With the immersion blender immersed in the pot of soup, she pureed the vegetables, transforming the chunky soup into a smooth and creamy bisque. Instant read thermometer. Inserting the instant read thermometer into the roast, she monitored its internal temperature to ensure it reached the perfect level of doneness without overcooking it. Jar opener. The stubborn lid on the pickle jar wouldn't budge, but with the jar opener's firm grip, she was able to twist it open effortlessly. Juicer. The citrus juicer extracted every drop of juice from the fresh oranges, providing a refreshing morning drink that was bursting with vitamin C. Kitchen shears. With the kitchen shears, she expertly snipped fresh herbs directly into the pot, infusing the dish with an aromatic medley of flavors. Mandolin slicer. With the mandolin slicer's adjustable blade, she effortlessly sliced the cucumbers into thin, uniform rounds for a refreshing salad. The precise cuts added an elegant touch to the dish. Measuring cups and spoons. Using the measuring cups and spoons, she carefully portioned the dry ingredients for the cake batter, ensuring the right balance of flavors and textures in the final product. Microplane grater. The fine grating surface of the microplane grater made quick work of turning a whole nutmeg into a fragrant, ground spice. It was the secret ingredient that added depth to her family's beloved holiday eggnog. Mortar and pestle. In the sturdy mortar, she ground aromatic spices into a coarse powder using the pestle. The act of grinding released the spices' essential oils, intensifying their flavors for the curry she was making. Oven mitts. Safely clad in heat-resistant oven mitts, she pulled the steaming hot casserole dish from the oven, ready to serve the cheesy baked pasta to her hungry family. Pastry brush. Gently using the pastry brush, she coated the golden brown pie crust with a thin layer of melted butter to give it a glossy finish. Pastry blender. The pastry blender efficiently cut the cold butter into the flour, creating the perfect crumbly texture for her homemade pie crust. The result would be a buttery and flaky base for her fruit tart. Peeler. The vegetable peeler swiftly removed the skin from the potatoes, preparing them for boiling and mashing into creamy mashed potatoes for the holiday feast. Pizza stone. The pizza stone absorbed and evenly distributed the oven's heat, giving the homemade pizza crust a crispy, restaurant-quality texture. Potato masher. She used the potato masher to mash the boiled potatoes into a smooth, velvety consistency, creating the perfect side dish for the pot roast she had prepared. Here are some common vocabulary words and phrases related to restaurants in English, along with their definitions and examples. 1. Menu, a list of food and drink items available in a restaurant. Example, let's have a look at the menu and decide what to order. 2. Reservation, a request made in advance to secure a table at a restaurant. Example, I called and made a reservation for 2 at 7 p.m. 3. Waiter/waitress, a person who serves food and beverages to customers in a restaurant. Example, the waiter took our order and brought us our drinks. 4. Order, a request for specific food or drinks placed by a customer. Example, I would like to place an order for a cheeseburger and a Coke. 5. Special, a dish that is unique or featured for a particular day or occasion. Example, today's special is a seafood risotto with a side salad. 6. Appetizer, a small dish served before the main course to stimulate the appetite. Example, let's start with some garlic bread as an appetizer. 7. Main course, the primary dish in a meal, usually served after the appetizers. Example, for my main course, I'll have the grilled salmon with mashed potatoes. 8. Dessert, a sweet course or treat served at the end of a meal. Example, we should save room for dessert. The chocolate lava cake sounds delicious. 9. Bill check, a document listing the total cost of the meal, including food, drinks, and taxes. Example, could you bring us the check, please? We're ready to pay. 10. Tip, an amount of money given to the waiter/waitress as a gratitude for good service. Example, I always leave a 15% tip for excellent service. 11. Vegetarian, a person who does not eat meat or animal products. Example, do you have any vegetarian options on the menu? 12. Takeout/to-go, food ordered from a restaurant to be eaten outside the premises. Example, I'll have the pasta to go, please. I need to eat it at home. 13. Chef, a professional cook who prepares and creates dishes in a restaurant. Example, the chef at this restaurant is known for their innovative cuisine. 14. Cuisine, a particular style or type of cooking, often associated with a specific country or region. Example, this restaurant offers a variety of international cuisines, including Italian and Indian. 15. Reservation, a designated area or table in a restaurant where a specific group or party is seated. Example, our reservation is under the name Smith for the private dining room. These are just a few restaurant-related vocabulary words to help you navigate dining out. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to know. Thank you for watching. If you would like to watch more videos, please visit Teacher Amin's YouTube.
How I became fluent in English on my own, 20 amazing tips. Learning English by yourself can be a good and effective way if you're committed and consistent. Here are some tips to help you learn English fast. 1. Build vocabulary. Learn new words every day. Use flashcards, mobile apps, or vocabulary-building websites to expand your vocabulary. Practice using these words in sentences to reinforce your understanding. 2. Create a study plan. Develop a structured study plan that includes daily or weekly targets. Allocate time for reading, writing, listening, and speaking activities. Consistency is key to making progress. 3. Set clear goals. Define why you want to learn English and set specific, achievable goals. For example, aim to have a conversation with a native speaker, read a book in English, or pass a proficiency exam. 4. Improve pronunciation. Listen to native English speakers and practice mimicking their pronunciation. Watch movies, listen to podcasts, and repeat phrases aloud. Record yourself and compare your pronunciation to that of native speakers. 5. Read extensively. Read English books, newspapers, articles, and online blogs. Start with materials suitable for your proficiency level and gradually increase the difficulty. Note down unfamiliar words and phrases for later review. 6. Practice speaking. Engage in conversations with native speakers or other English learners. Join language exchange groups, find conversation partners online, or participate in language meetups. Speaking regularly helps improve fluency and confidence. 7. Listen actively. Listen to English audio, such as podcasts, audiobooks, or news broadcasts. Focus on understanding the context, new vocabulary, and different accents. Try to comprehend the overall meaning without relying on translations. 8. Write regularly. Practice writing in English every day. Start with short sentences and gradually progress to paragraphs or essays. Use online tools or language exchange platforms to receive feedback on your writing. 9. Utilize online resources. Take advantage of various online resources available for learning English. Use interactive websites, language learning apps, grammar exercises, and video tutorials to enhance your skills. 10. To learn English faster, fully immerse yourself in the language. Surround yourself with English as much as you can. Switch the language on your phone or computer to English. Watch movies or TV shows in English with subtitles. And listen to English music. The more you expose yourself to English, the quicker your learning will progress. 11. Review and revise. Regularly review previously learned material to reinforce your knowledge. Set aside time to revise grammar rules, practice past lessons, and consolidate what you've learned. 12. Stay motivated. Learning a language takes time and effort. Stay motivated by celebrating small victories, tracking your progress, and reminding yourself of the benefits of achieving your goals. Find joy in the learning process. 13. Engage with authentic materials. Explore authentic English materials like movies, TV shows, books, and newspapers. These expose you to natural language, cultural references, and idiomatic expressions, helping you develop a more intuitive understanding of the language. 14. Practice with English-speaking friends. If you have friends who are fluent in English, spend time conversing with them. Engaging in casual conversations will expose you to colloquial language and help you become more comfortable with informal speech. 15. Join online communities and forums. Participate in online forums, social media groups, or language exchange platforms dedicated to English learning. These communities offer opportunities to connect with learners from around the world, practice writing, ask questions, and receive support. 16. Take advantage of podcasts and audiobooks. Listen to English podcasts or audiobooks on topics that interest you. This exposes you to different accents, improves your listening skills, and provides valuable content for discussions and vocabulary expansion. 17. Focus on grammar and syntax. While immersion and conversation are important, also allocate time to study grammar and sentence structure. Understand the basic rules and principles that govern English and practice applying them in your writing and speaking. 18. Monitor your progress. Regularly assess your progress by taking mock tests, solving practice exercises, or using language proficiency assessment tools. This helps you identify areas that need improvement and allows you to track your growth over time. 19. Embrace cultural learning. Language and culture are deeply intertwined. Learn about English-speaking cultures, traditions, and customs to gain a deeper understanding of the language. This knowledge will help you communicate more effectively and avoid cultural misunderstandings. 20. Join the exclusive club of English enthusiasts and hit that subscribe button for Teacher Ammon's epic YouTube channel. Get your daily dose of hilarity and wisdom with the coolest professional teachers. They'll have you waffling while mastering English like a boss.
5 steps to improve English fluency. English is the most spoken language in the world, and its importance in global communication cannot be overemphasized. English fluency is essential for a wide range of personal and professional goals, including academic success, career advancement, and international travel. If you want to improve your English fluency, there are several steps you can take to achieve this goal. In this article, we will outline 5 practical steps to improve your English fluency. 1. Build vocabulary. One of the most significant steps to improving your English fluency is building your vocabulary. Vocabulary is the foundation of language, and the more words you know, the easier you can communicate. Learning to pronounce words can be fun and interesting, and there are many resources available to help you expand your vocabulary. You can read books, watch movies, listen to music, and play games using English vocabulary. You can also use online resources like flashcards, quizzes, and word lists to practice and memorize vocabulary words. When learning vocabulary words, it's critical to understand their meanings, spellings, and pronunciations. You can use a dictionary or online resources like Google or Merriam-Webster to look up vocabulary words and understand their definitions. You can also use YouTube videos or audiobooks to listen to correct pronunciation and practice saying various words. 2. Practice listening and speaking. Listening and speaking are crucial skills for English fluency. To improve your listening skills, watch English TV shows, movies, and news programs. You can also listen to podcasts, audiobooks, and music in English. Try to focus on understanding the words and phrases being spoken, and take notes if necessary. To improve your speaking skills, you need to practice interacting with English as much as possible. You can start by speaking with native speakers or other English learners in your community. You can also find language exchange partners online or attend language schools or classes. When speaking, try to use the various words and phrases you have learned, and ask for feedback on your pronunciation and grammar. 3. Read and write. Reading and writing are significant components of language learning. When you read, you learn new vocabulary, grammar structures, and sentence patterns. You can also improve your reading comprehension and speed. You can access books, newspapers, blogs, and other online content in English. Writing is also imperative for English fluency. When you write, you can practice using a wide vocabulary and grammar structures, and improve your spelling and punctuation. You can compose emails, essays, and stories, or even keep a journal in English. When you write, try to use correct grammar and spelling, and ask for feedback on your writing. 4. Immerse yourself. To improve your English fluency, it's imperative to immerse yourself in the language as much as possible. This means surrounding yourself with English media, culture, and people. You can watch English movies, TV shows, and news programs. You can listen to English music, podcasts, and audiobooks. You can also attend English-speaking events, join English-speaking clubs, or travel to English-speaking countries. When you immerse yourself in English, you can practice using the language in real-life situations and learn how to communicate effectively with native speakers. You can also learn about English culture and customs, which can help you understand the language and its nuances better. 5. Be consistent. Finally, to improve your English fluency, you need consistency. Learning a language takes time, effort, and dedication. You need to practice regularly and make English part of your daily routine. Set achievable goals for yourself and track your progress over time. You can use language learning apps, online courses, or language exchange platforms to stay motivated and accountable. This article outlines 5 practical steps to improve English fluency. The first step is to build vocabulary by using a variety of resources to learn various words, understand their meanings, and practice pronunciation. The second step is to practice listening and speaking skills by watching English TV shows, movies, and news programs, listening to podcasts and music, and speaking with native speakers or language exchange partners. The third step is to read and write in English to improve reading comprehension, speed, and writing skills. The fourth step is to immerse yourself in English media, culture, and people by attending events, joining clubs, and traveling to English-speaking countries. Finally, the fifth step is to be consistent in your practice by setting achievable goals, tracking progress, and using language learning apps, online courses, or language exchange platforms. This will enable you to stay motivated and accountable. Thank you for watching this video. For more videos, please visit Teacher Amin's YouTube channel, which you can find by clicking the link in the video description below.